Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel. Now, thank you all for watching my videos, subscribing and supporting my channel. I really appreciate that. And so, today I want to go again on the expat expectations, okay? Which for me are very important, because it's always important to understand the feelings of the people who have already moved to Italy or of the people that would like to move to Italy. So let's enter into today's topic. So Italy, a place to love, and I decided that from today, when I do expat expectation, I will call it Italy, a place to know. Not to love, but to know, when we are talking about expat expectations. Alright, so let's enter into today's video, and there is a lovely comment, a lovely post here on this group, Expats Living in Italy on Facebook. One of the top contributor, I'm not saying the name just for a privacy reason, I don't like to share these things. Anyway, this post is a bit written in a slangish way, but let's read it. Would love to hear do and don't truth from you all. Examples: don't wear leggings, don't drink coffee to go, don't tip, etc. etc. So basically I'm going to translate in English this, this post that for me doesn't sound that much in English. Anyway, so this person would like to know the things to do and the things not to do when you are in Italy, you that you are living in Italy, and from all of you, no, from you all, so the things to do, and the comments anyway under the post are quite interesting. So, because they are, it's a picture of the Italian society, and so it's helping I think it's very helpful for you to understand the Italian way of thinking. So let's start. Now, the first comment said here, don't walk and eat. Well, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to judge in the beginning, I don't want to give too much my impression in the beginning. One thing I want to say, that this post had 329 comments, so I won't be able to read them all. I can read just, let's say, the first comment under the post, but I'm not gonna read the replies because it would take hours to make a video like this. Anyway, the first one said, don't walk and eat. According to this person, to walk and eat in Italy is not really a thing that is appreciated, but I'd say that anyway, anyone can do whatever they want. Another one say, don't rush. So, in Italy, don't rush. I have to agree. Take always your time in Italy, but Italians depends, because when they have things to do, they rush. And you can see it when they're driving, for example. When they're driving, they're always late, they're always in a rush. Maybe in other situations, no, but when they're driving, Italians are always in a rush, and you see by the way they're speeding, and so on. Now, someone else says, learn quickly how and where to park the car. Especially if you live in an historic village centers, never park in front of elderly people houses, which I actually agree. In particular, anyway, in the centers, in the city centers of the small towns. They park their ape there, you know, these three wheels, anyway, this is a kind of joke. Offer to carry groceries upstairs for them, just the offer brings joy. And yeah, it's always nice to help elderly people. I do each time I see someone in a particular situation. Yeah, it's always nice. So, if you are relocating to Italy, for example, and your neighbor is an elderly person, always offer your help or your contribution to do something. That person, even if he's saying no, they will appreciate. especially the 6 packs of large bottles of water. Like in Italy, you see everyone carrying these 6 packs of large bottles of water. Alright, then let's see what else to do and not to do in Italy. Don't go without travel insurance. So someone is say don't travel to Italy without, and I might agree, even if I'm not an expert in this topic, but I'd say could be necessary, important anyway to have a travel insurance. What else? Now, you can wear leggings and you can drink coffee to go. Come on, people. Yeah, and she is right. Anyway, come on, people. Do whatever you want. Anyway, I do whatever I want. I don't care what people say and what people don't say, technically. Obviously, don't misbehave, but to wear leggings, because in the post she said, is it a good thing or not a good thing to wear leggings? I mean, why not? I mean, I technically can appreciate if someone is wearing leggings, but anyway, that's my masculine point of view, that's it. Then what else? Don't expect everyone to speak English. That's correct, anyway, because we know that we are in Italy. In Italy people are speaking in Italian, so don't expect people to speak English to you. Then another interesting comment under the post is, don't confuse the locals with your slang. Now, we know that American, Australian, British, Irish, when they speak English with their own slang, but basically when they are coming to Italy and they are speaking in English, I'd say if you're speaking with your slang, of course, no one will ever understand you. Now, if you speak to me, that I've been many years abroad, obviously you can say any slangish things that you want. In Dublin it took me a few years just to enter into the Irish slang, the Dublinese slang. So, I'd say that nowadays, to me, you can say whatever you want, you can speak in English as you like, and I would understand, but Italian average people, I would say no. So don't confuse with the slang. Then, what else? Don't expect anything to make sense. I have to agree. Anyway, in Italy there is a different understanding of the things, so don't expect everything to make sense. I totally agree. Try to give a bit of I'd say use your fantasy to try to understand things, because not everything is like as it should. That's it, my understanding. What else? Now, don't complain that you can't find your favorite junk food here. So you are in Italy, don't complain if you cannot find your junk food here. Embrace the local seasonal food, which I actually agree. Oh, I forget my earbud. I forgot it. Let's remove it. I only noticed now, sorry. So anyway, don't complain that you find your favorite junk food, because anyway, you might find Italian junk food. In Italy nowadays we have plenty of junk food, so you can find, I believe that nowadays you can even find, unless you are in a very small local place, yeah, but everywhere you can find junk food nowadays. Now, about the tips, because in the post she was always saying to tip or to not tip, or to not give tips. You can tip. Many who are struggling would very much appreciate it, but this is a bit controversial, because in Italy it's not a common thing to give tips. It's a bit weird, but Italian people generally never leave tips. I never leave any tips wherever I go. Sometimes, even if I want to leave maybe the coffee, I give you an example. The coffee costs €1, you don't give tips. Coffee costs €1.10 or €1.20, let's say 1.20, €1.20, you have €1.50, you might say, okay, keep it. But I feel like it's not nice when you say keep it. People take it a bit personally, so they get a bit offended. So beware always where you tip, in particular this small amount of money. Then in the end you might say, but no, keep. Anyway, it's a bit particular, this. People, Italian people don't really much appreciate it. Maybe it's a bit different in the restaurant if you want to give, but they may take it offensive, in an offensive way. So now we have a kind of long comment here. Let's read. You can absolutely wear leggings, never coffee to go. I take tea in my travel mug and people look at me like I'm strange. They will look at you like you're a strange when you order a cappuccino afternoon. And never order a latte unless you want a glass of milk. Exactly, anyway, if you're going into a bar and you ask for latte, here they're gonna give you a glass of milk, plain milk, because latte is milk, and so don't ask for a latte, ask at least un latte macchiato, so un latte macchiato, something like that, but never ask latte. Or, for example, never order a cappuccino in the afternoon, which is actually true. Okay, so generally Italians, they drink cappuccino only in the morning, but for example my wife, she can have cappuccino anytime, and even if I go to the restaurant in the evening and after the meal she wants a cappuccino, I say order a cappuccino. If they make it, take it. Who cares, you know. You can look at me strangely as you want, I don't care. I want a cappuccino, you make a cappuccino, give me that ... cappuccino, please. Alright, then, only tip when someone goes above what is asked. They have a weird tradition where from October to May they bundle up as if it's -30 outside. Okay, about the temperature, Italians, for example, even now that it's not very cold, they wrap like it's -30, let's say. Don't expect everyone to speak English, even the minimal effort on your part to speak Italian, they truly appreciate it. And if someone speaks English, compliment them on it to put a smile on their face. I totally agree. Then, don't leave the house with wet hair. Maybe this is referring to a woman. So, yeah, it's a weird thing here. Anyway, you will never see any woman going out with wet hair. Never. Then, do clean your plate with bread. It's called fare la scarpetta. Now, she's actually saying, this person is actually saying, so do scarpetta. Scarpetta is like this, you can even use your hand, you know, you have a piece of bread, do scarpetta, and you turn your hand like that, so you make scarpetta. It's a nice thing to clean the dish with the bread in Italy. Then, you can absolutely wear leggings, most Italian women do, just don't wear them if you are going to a high fashion area for shopping or out for dinner. Yes, I mean, probably Italian women would never go with leggings for a dinner or for a fashion area. Italian women like to care a lot about the fashion, so you can order a coffee anytime you want. If you want milk in it, get a macchiato. Exactly, that's what I said. You can go into a bar and order a cappuccino anytime, but don't order a cappuccino right after you eat lunch or dinner. But that's exactly the opposite of what I said to my wife. I mean, do whatever you want. We don't care, but it's really weird, you know, to order, but I technically don't care. If my wife wants it, she can ask. If they make it, she can ask. Sometimes I go to some restaurants where they don't make cappuccino. They might only serve you the coffee, because it's everywhere you go for a meal, you will always see Italian people drinking the coffee at the end of the meal. So an espresso is always normal. Don't bring your curling iron hair straightener, even with a power adapter. They're likely to melt the cord, and so on. Don't be maleducato. Don't be maleducato. People could care less about your financial situation and more about being a good, decent person. Maleducato means to have no manners, to be without manners, so try to be polite. Don't take offense when shop assistants don't return your friendly buongiorno. Now, yes, that's true. I mean, this when I used to work in the retail in Ireland, and so I was shocked it took me a while, even a few years, before I got used to all these please and good morning. Anyway, I never cared technically. I mean, if you ask me from my point of view, I would say, but why they care about what I'm feeling? I mean, I'm here to work. I mean, then I know that it's just a sentence, and anyway, even if I reply, I don't even need to reply. But don't get offended if here nobody reply to your buongiorno, because nobody cares if you're having a good day or not. If you have some time before you're moving, have some Italian classes. Know the language will help you so much to navigate here, which I actually agree. Things here works in a different pace, more relaxed and slow. Be prepared to go somewhere and they say to you that you have an appointment and they will schedule another day to come back and to do what, okay, whatever. Don't look for pepperoni pizza. Never ask for pepperoni pizza in Italy. You probably know anyway, because in Italian pepperoni means peppers. So if you're asking a pizza with pepperoni, here they might get confused if they don't. I believe most of the places now they know that American or English pepperoni means salami. But if you want a pizza pepperoni in Italy, you have to ask for pizza salami with salami. Peppers are not sausages, so pepperoni in Italian is peppers. Alright then, always try to understand why under each weird thing action you find, and you will be fine. It will make you culturally richer too. It applies to all country cultures, including American and Britain. Yeah, always try to understand why under each weird action you can find, and you'll be fine. Then, many Italians do not eat outside of their scheduled meals, so you won't see people having snacks or drinks on the go. That's actually true, you will never see. Chill, if they can put it off until tomorrow, they will. Piano piano, slowly slowly, piano piano. You see, I keep using my hands. Piano piano, slowly slowly. But again, not when they're driving. When they're driving, they're rushing. If you're driving, be careful to avoid the resident-only zone. Yes, ZTL, that's what it's called. In Italy, in many areas, we have places where only residents can drive. So, because you can get a big fine if you're driving in this zone. Another one again about the leggings. Don't wear leggings? Really? I don't understand. Somebody's giving this warning. I'm Italian, I live in an alpine valley, and here everyone wears them. I cannot understand this warning, really. I mean, an Italian, say, who cares, I mean. But I don't know why this thing about the leggings anyway was written in the post. Don't go through a ZTL limited traffic zone. Your parking fine will catch you up with, so you're gonna get a big fine. Do not limit your social circle to other English-speaking expats. Depends anyway. It's simple for me. It's important to have. If I'm an expat, in the beginning at least, it will be nice to have someone. Then you can start detaching. The more you are in Italy, but in the beginning, it's something that might make you comfortable time to time. Let's say. Making friends with native Italians is a wonderful way to quickly improve your Italian and help you assimilate into the culture of the country you have adopted as your new home. Anyway, this reminds me when I moved to Ireland. In the beginning, I didn't move to Ireland to spend time with Italian people, but in the beginning was kind of necessary. Then, the more my English was improving, the more I was getting friends with locals, then I was detaching with Italian people. I remember the last maybe 6, 7, 8 years in Ireland, I haven't spent a day with an Italian person. Never. I was always spending time or with Irish or with other foreigners, but never with other Italians. Then at one stage stopped, detached completely. But because the language, anyway, it's important, anyway, in the beginning in particular, to have some friendly conversation. If your Italian is not that good enough, you might find, I mean, could be tough in the beginning. Then, the more the language is improving, the easier the situation goes. Then never assume anything. It's my rule now. After being in Italy for almost a year, many things will not be the same as your home country. Yeah. Then don't expect Italian to shoot out their arm to shake your hand and tell you their name just because you ask them the time, for example, but I don't know if abroad, anyway, this is a common thing. You can sit at a bar without having to start a conversation with your neighbors. That's actually true. I mean, I never see it as a good thing to start a conversation with a stranger. Here in Italy, we think like that. Yeah, while, for example, in Ireland was a very common thing to sit at the bar, in the pub, and start talking with anyone around. But in Italy, and I like it a lot, that. But in Italy it's not really a common thing, unless because someone might feel bothered, don't disturb me, you know, people, depends. You might see from the other side if there is any interest. If you're just sitting there and you just try to say a word to someone, someone might tell you to that country, to that place. When I say to that place, it means to F.K. Anyway, Italians very seldom to tell their net income or their salary. So now here they are talking about money, even to friends. I don't mind myself, but I would never ask that. And I have friends since my youth whom I still don't know how much they earn, how much they make. Yeah, nobody's asking you how much you earn. It's not really a common thing. I might have a rough idea, but not a figure. Yeah. Top for Britons, so for the British. Our language sounds like a sing-song because it is that is by changing our tone and pitch we tell the story. An example, we can ask, pass the salt, without saying the word please, because this is an Italian writing, because it is included in how we turn the sentence around, and the intonation, true. We say mi passi il sale, as a sort of a question with stress on the word passi, to pass, mi passi il sale, and ask question pitch at the end, and that in Italian is a very kind way of asking, even without the word please. Yeah, here is about please. I mean, in Ireland for everything I was always saying please at the end. Here in Italy, no one will ever say please. I can even say please, don't say please, because I don't need the please. I just do what you have to do, I do what I have to do, end of the story. Then don't live your life worrying this much about what strangers think of your clothes, which I totally agree, or if you left the house in a rush and so have wet hair, eating a cornetto with your coffee in your cup, join the less stress ideal they have going here and let the rest just flow off of you, which I actually agree. I mean, do whatever you want, you must just be polite, that's it. You know, don't order a latte unless you really just want a glass of milk, otherwise otherwise it's caffè latte. True. The only things you need to do are be polite. Wow, now someone just said, put on clothes, be kind, don't be rude, don't go naked, don't be unkind. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Don't ask right away what people do for work. Italians don't identify with their work as Americans do. True, but it's also true here now. I have to say something kind of important, and this really a bit annoyed me. Now, I moved back to Italy. It's my own business what I do to live, but here, every single person that I met from anywhere, in the hospital, in the bank, anywhere, in the family, what you're doing for living, I mean, it's my business. I mean, I don't even find it okay. If we go deep into the job topics, yes, but if it's for you, it's strange. What I'm doing to survive, I mean, that's my own business. I mean, I'm not a criminal simply because maybe I'm unemployed, or maybe because I have passive incomes, or maybe because I have returns from trading. I mean, maybe I don't want to share that I'm doing trading, for example, that I do a lot of trading daily and I make my income from that. Why should I share that what my job is? I'm sitting at home doing nothing all day. Oh, this is another gesture. When in Italy you say, I don't do nothing all day, you put your arms like this, and they will understand that you are not doing anything all day. Alright, my friends, I'm not gonna read more comments because here there are so many. They're all interesting. If people keep up asking me if you are cold, alright, let me read this one, just the last one. If people keep asking you if you are cold, just wear a jacket and a scarf for good measure. I've learned to wear one even when I'm not cold, simply because Italians see you unbundled in anything under 7 degrees Fahrenheit and they think you will die. Yeah, now I think 70 degrees Fahrenheit is 20 degrees Celsius. Now, if you are not wrapped under 20 degrees Celsius, for Italians, you are not okay. So you must be wrapped. You will see that here, for example, you see people wrapped like if it's minus 20 and it's 15 degrees, maybe 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and you see them wrapped like it's minus 20. Alright, my friends, so many more comments here written under this post. Very interesting. Let me know if you like this video. Please put like and subscribe if you watch up to now, and let me know if you like this type of videos and if you want more of these topics about what Italians, what expats like, what expats don't like. So Italy, a place to know. Alright, my friends, have a nice day, and I'll see you here on Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel.